Yo, 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 people, we're back with another hardware review, and this time we are looking at the FP. It stands for Fuck Pig, but we'll just call it FP from now on. It is the new RTA from Blitz Enterprises and the one and only TVP, the Vaping Postman. Now, I know Mark pretty well. We meet up at the expos and we've done a few shows together. And he sent me out the first sort of batch that came, and it came roughly just over about 4 weeks ago. And I was going on holiday. So I've had it for about just over 4 weeks, so I've been using it quite a lot. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look around the packaging, show you everything you get. We'll have a look at the RTA itself, show you how it works, break it all down. And then we're going to do a little bit of a build. I'm going to do it in single coil, not dual coil, because a lot of people have done it in dual coil. So I'm going to do it in a single coil mode. And then we'll do the pros and cons and the bits that we've missed. So straight away onto the box, it does tell you that it's Blitz Enterprises, FP RTA, designed by the TVP. Tells you that it may contain nicotine. Then you've got on that side that all Blitz's social media. It does come in black or silver stainless steel. And then you've got nothing on that side. Blitz's logo, and on the back some bump about Blitz. If you do look just above my shoulder, it'll show you everything you do get in the box itself. Only thing that it is missing is one of the tanks. It comes with 3 tanks. The tank that it comes with is a 2mm TPD compliant. No good, just throw it away. It doesn't work. It comes with them with another spare glass, which comes in one of these, which is a 4mm, and then you also get the bubble glass, which is a 6mm, and that's what I've been using. Right, let's break this tank down. First of all, the drip tip is an 810 drip tip. It does come with 2 of them. You can either have the clear one, which I've got, which I use, I quite like, or it comes with a black one, and that's got a little bit of gnarling on it. It's a new word I've learnt. It's called gnarling, that goes round it. So, the actual filling mechanism, absolutely so easy. You just screw the top off, and as you can see, there's 2 ginormous kidney wells. And I know I bang on about it on a lot of my reviews. I hate it when you take the top off and they're just these little tiny small kidney wells, and you can't get the juice tip in it, and it's getting an airlock. There's no chance of this happening. They're huge, and it's really good. I like that. Then at the top, there's like lots of little F's all the way around the top of it, as well, as you can see. Right, let's get on to the actual chimney itself. It has again got that gnarling around it, which is supposed to help the juice flow down to the bottom for your wicking. I'm not sure if that does work. I'm not saying it doesn't, but I'm not sure if that does work. And it has got the FP stamped inside of it. Me personally, I quite like that. I like the look of it. And I've also, the new ones that have come out, I quite like how they've got the black imprint in them, or different colours imprinted into them. So I do like that. Let's have a little look at this deck. It is a GTA style deck, and you've got your 2 clamps either side. As you can see, these are flathead screws, as I call them, and I think they've actually changed them over now to Phillips screws. Stops you slipping off, which I did do a couple of times actually when I were wicking it up. When I was doing the single coil build on it, it kept slipping off of it. So I think now on the new one, I think they've now got the Phillips screws on it. Now, as you can see, all the holes that are there, that's your airflow, and it all comes up from there. And as you can see also where the clamps are, you've also got the positive and your negative. You can see the insulator going round there. So again, you can either have it in a dual coil, which they sit side by side, or you can have it in a single coil build, which we'll show you a little bit later on. You can see the 2 welds at either side where you put your wick down, and massive, great big O-ring there as well. Let's get on to the airflow. The airflow is really good on this. I like it. Now, you've got a ginormous hole to start off with. Always nice to have a ginormous hole. Well, in certain occasions. And then, as you go, you've got your next one, which it goes down to a smaller airflow. And then, again, it goes down a little bit more, and it is a really thin airflow until you can completely shut it off. And that is completely the same on the other side as well. I love this airflow, I really do. Also, if you look around it, you've got the P going around it. So you've got the F going around the top, and then you've got the P going around the bottom. If we just unscrew this now, you'll have a little look at the bottom. You have got a 510 connection. It is gold plated. It tells you it's the FPRTA. Don't vape in a bin. You've got your kite marker. Mine's number 76. It says designed by TVP and Blitz. So really, that is a look around the tank. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the single coil build. There we go. So the single coil build, I know a lot of reviewers have done the dual coil build, but I use a lot of RDAs as single coil, so I thought I'd do it as a single coil build. As you can see, I've already got it sort of aligned up and I've already cut the legs to it. So we've got it on the Infinite by Joytech. It fits the FP like a glove. And we're also going to be using the Firebolt cotton by Vapefly. You can get that from Nature Vapes. And it's sort of like a shoelace. I like the way it looks. It just helps you to thread it through. Right, let's go up top and we'll go and fill it up and we'll have a bit of a vape. So that was a single coil build. So let's have a little look at this beast. And it is a beast. It is a 30mm RTA and it is a big thing as well. You're going to need a big device. I've got it on the Infinite from Joytech. And it fits on there lovely, no overhang. I have seen some pictures of people who've got it on smaller devices, and it looks like something Doctor Who would have. But yeah, you're going to need a big device to put it on. Like I said, it is a 30mm ATI. Let's start at the top. I'm loving the filling mechanism on it. It's got two ginormous kidney wells. I hate it. I know I bang on about it, but I hate it when you get them and they're just these little tiny kidney wells. You can't get your juice in there and it just creates airlocks. You're not going to have this problem with this. Or that problem with this, should I say. Let's go down to the chimney. It's got that knarling on it. The knarling is my new word of the week. It's got a knarling on it on the FP. I quite like the look of it. It is a huge chimney, so you're going to get some decent flavour and some massive cloudage from it. Let's have a look at that deck again. You've got the two clamps. You've got the positive and the negative. The positive's just going around the side. You can have it in a dual build or you can have it single coil. As you can see, the two coils sit side by side and obviously the single coil just sits in the middle. Now, the airflow. I love the airflow on this. It gives you so many options. You can have it massively wide open. You've got a midway and then you've got a small one where you can get, if you like a tighter draw, you can get it right down to what you like it. I love the airflow on this. And as you can see on the deck, there is loads of holes where the air's coming up onto them coils. That's going to give you corking flavour and corking clouds. I've been really loving this. I've had it for roughly about just over 4 weeks and I've constantly used it. I used it all the time on holiday as well. It is so simple to build on. It's a simple deck. I know it didn't look so much when I just did mine, but it is a simple deck to build on. Simple to wick. It might take you a couple of times. Now, there's two things I want to tell you about that. Make sure you don't over tighten your tank on there, because if you over tighten it, it's a bugger to get off. Now, I've got some of the ceramic pincers where it's got that bit where you can untighten it, and it's very hard to get around it with it being a 30mm ATI. So you'll be getting the pliers and all sorts. So don't over tighten it. Also, though, if you're starting to get a few little bubbles on there and it feels like you're on a dry hit, just give it a little bit more of a tighten on there and it seems to get rid of it as well. But don't over tighten it, whatever you do. Clouds. Clouds for days, and that's at 70 watts. I've had it all the way up to 100. A little bit too warm for me, but the flavour and the clouds are corking from this. A really corking flavour. I've had on a couple of RDAs, like the juices that I've used, and I know exactly what they taste like. And this is like amplified it. Really, really good flavour in this. And what I've got at the minute in this one, I've got the Rochford project is the Black Vine. The review for this will be coming up as well. Great bloke, Jay. Flavour for days. I'm really loving it. You're going to need a big device to put it on. It is a big, big beast. Like I say, it does come with 3 tanks. The 2 tanks come separately with it, obviously because of the TPD. The 2mm, you might as well just throw it away, it's no good. Then the extender glass that you get, which is the 4mm, it extends it at the bottom of the chimney, which then helps the e-liquid to get in there, so it wicks a lot more easier. And then you get the bubble glass, which is a little bit more plasticky. I think it's like a resin sort of tank. And that is huge. That's a 6mm capacity, and that's the one I've been using. I think on the new batch that's just come out, the screws are different. They're not the flatheads, as you've seen in the VUKN that I did, and the single coil build I did. It kept slipping off. Obviously, they've changed them now to the Phillips screws, so you shouldn't have that problem at all. And I also think they've changed the glass, the plastic one, to a glass one, which is really, really good. All in all, I love this. Corking clouds, corking flavour, and you're quite spoiled with being able to have such a big tank of a 6mm, because obviously we get pulled back by the TPD. I've been absolutely loving it. Big shout out to TVP. Thank you very much for sending it out to me. This is an honest review, just because I know you and he is a mate of mine. This is an honest review. I think it's a corking RTA. Big thumbs up from little bro. All the details for Blitz will be down in the descriptions. Also, you can get it from Nature Vapes. I'll also put a description down there. Mark's a corking bloke as well. I'll stick a link down there for him. If you've liked the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. The subscribe button's just in the corner. Give it a little press to get me to that new magic number. Also, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And there's one last thing to say, people. Fuck pig. You melt of a man.